And do you know Amy?
I do know her.
Okay. Wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
All right, so this is Kelly.
Yeah.
And she is with HR. So with some of the things that had happened, we just thought it would be great to bring in a neutral party to join this conversation. So I just wanted to first kind of check in and sort of get your side of what's going on.
Yes. I want to record because if something I want to try to remember anything happened. First, I want to start with 2 questions.
Sure.
Yeah, and I want to ask Kathleen. I want to ask you, do you guys want anything from me?
The only thing that I want from you, Anyang, is to come in and do your job every day. That's my only requirement. You come to work every day, go up on the floor, do what you're supposed to do, get your daily tasks completed, respond to the Voceras and the iPhones like I've asked. That's what I want from you.
There's nothing else you guys want from me.
What do you mean?
No, I just want to know. I just want to ask.
What do you mean? What do you?
Okay, I'm going to go to... The other thing I want to say is, if I sat in your neck, for example, and you tell me, Anyang, you hurting me, and I would tell you, I don't feel the pain. Do I supposed to feel your pain, or you feel your pain?
I don't expect you to feel my pain. What I'm expecting is if I say something, if you're saying something to me that's hurtful to me, I want you to stop. I want you to respect that I've said something is bothering me, and I don't want you to continue with it. Just as if you came to me and said something, I would hear you.
Okay. The reason I ask that is there are a lot of things we've been experiencing with Black people. And if we tell the people this is hurting us, you guys will say like, we don't feel it. If you hurting us, you cannot feel our pain. We feel the pain. We feel the impact that is being done to us. And I'm going to go to the point. I've been absent many times. And the reason I've been absent many times is I've been dealing with harassment. I didn't tell you. I didn't tell Anne. Because I observe people. And when I see a person, I can tell who they are before they even say anything. So I see you and I see Anne. I don't feel comfortable sharing what is bothering me with you and Anne because you guys are not going to do anything about it. So I carried the pressure, the pain that I'm going through without telling you. When I change the garbage, I used to change the garbage. I can stand anywhere and change it. But I changed the way I used to do it because people come brush on me. And the people who brush on me are not men. I have no one complain about men here. Only women. Only white women. They brush themselves to me. Even a pregnant woman. In our culture, if a woman is pregnant, they respect themselves. Even a white woman. This has been affecting me. And that's why I've been absent many times. And that's why I don't do my work well. In all the job I've been working, I never been absent the way I have been absent here. Because their thing happened, but they didn't reach this level. Here, it reached higher level. And I'm going through a lot. And that's why I ask you, do you guys want something from me? I'm asking because I know what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is, and what I have been observed, and it came to my knowledge, is white women like women too much. And when they wanted a woman they like, and a woman will say no, they don't take no for an answer. I've been here in America since 2002. I went through hell. I was living here I was living in Manchester, New Hampshire. I ran away. I went somewhere, thinking I will try to hide myself. I couldn't. I ran to Fort State, going around trying to find peace, but I couldn't. And I said, you know what? I have to face this. If I die, I die. I live, I live. So what came to my knowledge with sincere heart, with no lies, and all the problem we are facing in this country and is around the world, is because of white women. They like women, and they want. I talked to one white woman upstairs. She was old. She said to me, this is 2025. It's not the year and a man and a woman should be married. It's a year of a woman and a man with a man. I said to her, we black women love men. We don't like women. I don't like a woman when it comes close to me. Because this culture, we don't have it. I said to her, we don't like women. We like men. So white women will marry women, and black men and black women, we are allowed to marry men, because we should choose what we want to choose, because that is the freedom. I said this to her. Montana was there. The nurse, her name is Montana, was there. Cheryl was there. We were 4 people in the room when I said this. So it came to my knowledge, with all the problem you guys been causing, it's because of white women. You guys like women, and you guys don't want to give other people space or peace of mind to live the life that everybody deserves to live. I work here. I never would say, put it in the paper, I've been harassed by a man. I have nothing against white. But white women, they got on my nerve in many levels. And it's not right for people to be treated that way. If you guys like women, it's your right. You guys should like women, but don't bother other people. Don't bother other people, because it's affecting people. And it have affected my children. My children, I didn't raise them. I'm a good mom. I didn't raise my kids because I've been running from the system. Who is the system? The system is people like you and Ann. The system are the people who think black people, they should be oppressed and they should not be given freedom. This is 2025. We're still going through mistreatment and cruelty. But you guys don't feel our pain. And that's why I ask you, if I sat on you and you tell me you're hurting me, I'm not going to feel your pain. You're the one supposed to feel the pain. But when you guys do things to us, and when we say it, you guys will say, these people are mentally ill. There was something wrong with them. They want to divide the country. You guys label us in the wrong way. But that is not true. That is absolutely not true. So all what I want to tell you guys today here is, things got to change. Things got to change, and people need to start being honest. Honesty is what I want. I don't want nothing from anything or from anybody. It's honesty, truth, and respect is what I want. Because if you don't respect me, I'm not going to respect you. I'm not going to respect anyone. One time, Anne, during the time we were changing the uniform, and she said we would change uniform in her office. I didn't feel comfortable because this is a time people record people. I said I'm going to change in the bathroom. I took the uniform and I went to the bathroom. And when I went to the bathroom, I changed. She was standing close to the door with 2 other men. I came out of the bathroom and I showed her the uniform. She said to me, let's go in the bathroom. For her, she wanted to see if it's fitting right. And she wanted to lift my shirt up. I said no. And she was so persistent, she was pushing me literally to the bathroom. Wanted to lift my shirt up. I'm a grown woman. I'm not a child. If I said no, no mean no. She made me feel uncomfortable. I was not happy. And if I have said the wrong thing, she can say a different thing and I can lose my job. So I've been going through harassment, not saying how I truly feel, because I would lose my job, because I lost a lot of things because of this issue. You never touch me. I'm not going to sit here and lie. I will only speak the truth. You never touch me. But Anne did. Everything I see, and I keep my distance from you. There was a lady upstairs. Her name is Natasha. Natasha, she liked women. She tried every time to get close to me. She even gave one of her patients a chocolate to give to me. I refused. Because why? If there was something in that chocolate, I can be sick. When I refused, she got upset. I'm a type of person, I can walk in the room and I can read you very well. And I can tell who you are before you tell me. I have a good instinct. So when I see people, I know who you are. If a person is planning something to me, I will know. That's how I survive. If I was not like that, I would have been dead. Because in the system, if white person is after you and want something from you and you're not giving to them, they will kill you. What happened to Martin Luther King is still happening. Things didn't change. It's just you guys do things under the way that no one will see it. You guys intimidate people. Because if a person said something, you guys can ruin their life in the way that no one will know. There was a time of a flu vaccine. You asked me, said, do you want to take a flu vaccine? I said no. The reason I said no is because there are things in medication that if you take it, it can cause you problem. You can take a vaccine that will not affect you because you guys know stuff. We don't. And you can give me a vaccine that will hurt me and it will affect me. I have nowhere to go to be tested, to be seen what is in the vaccine. So I don't take medication. I refuse the vaccine because of that. That's the reason I refuse the vaccine, because a long time ago there was a Tuskegee. Black people, they were tested for medical experiment. It hurt my people. These things are still happening. But people are afraid. No one is courageous enough to speak the truth. If you speak the truth, you're going to lose your life. But I chose to speak. If I die, I died. Because living in comfort is dangerous. It's danger for me to be comfortable. It's rather for me to be on the edge. If I fall, I fall. Because I lost a lot. I couldn't raise my kids. My daughter got her period. I wasn't there because I was busy running. I was busy running from a system that's supposed to help me, not hurt me. My kids today are using drugs because their mother refused something. Their mother refused to be obedient to the system. My kids, they're not in a good condition. Every day when they call me, I fear it's one of them dead or alive. Because I refuse something. I refuse to obey the system. I refuse to bow down. I fear for them. They're going to live or they're going to die. In 2022, my daughter was taken to the hospital. She was given a shot. The shot almost killed her. And it was done by purpose. In New York, Syracuse, New York, it was done by purpose because I refused to do something. In our country, we call white people our angel. When I came here, I know nothing, no evil you guys do. We have a song dedicated to white. We say white are angels. But when I came here, I found a different story. When I was brought here by human trafficker. And the person who brought me are women, not men. Women wanted me to have relationship with women because you guys want to get rid of a marriage between a man and a woman. You guys wanted a woman to be with a woman, a man to be with a man. That's why I was brought here. I know this thing through the dream. Everything I see thing in the dream. Before didn't go through all the problem, I had a dream. I was going to go through it. I had a dream I was in the room with all white children. The house was like a mansion. I was sitting on the table with all white women. And I went to the room. It's like a nursery room. The children were playing. I was sitting in the rocking chair. I got up and I was standing. I still remember what I was wearing. The dream represented what I was wearing. I was going to be accused of mental illness. Yes, indeed. I was accused of mental illness. I was taken to the hospital. I was not mentally ill. And the white lady said to me, asked me all horrible questions. And she said, they want to give you medication. Something told me don't take medication. Because if you take medication, it's not going to be a good thing for you. I didn't take the medication. And from that moment, everything went downhill. My name is in the system. I was arrested for a crime I didn't commit because I refused to do something. The police used to put the big handcuff on my hand and on my feet, especially. I walk like this. I was like the biggest criminal of all time, but I didn't commit a crime. It's because I refused to do something. That is the reason I ask you, what do you guys want from me? I'm not just asking. You guys, when you guys brought me here, you guys brought me because you guys want something. Because you guys didn't know I will figure out the things. But I figure out through the dreams. The same dream Dr. King had same dream I have. Maybe I'm more than him. Who knows? I don't want to go to detail to everything. But what I want you to hear, and you, Kathy, and you, Amy, things got to change. Truth need to be told. Because I didn't choose this life. God chose me for a purpose, for a reason. There was a day I asked, God, what do you want me to say if I talk to Kathleen? And what I heard was, ask her, why are you making excuses? Why do you want to put me to death? That is not my question. It's Jesus himself. Jesus asked Paul, Paul, why are you persecuting me? When we are persecuted, you are not persecuting me. You are persecuting Christ himself. I prayed and I asked. These words, I got them. So when I walk this door, I want nothing but honesty and the truth. And if I want to talk to anyone and ask anyone for help, I want to ask freely for help. Because I know what kind of help I need. I don't come to you for help. I don't come to Ann for help because I know you're not going to help me. You guys are going to hinder me. You guys are going to hurt me. So I go to somebody that I think it might help me. But in some way you guys interfere because you guys wanted me to come back to you and ask you for help and hurt me. I ask for help for somebody that will not ask something in return. If I will help you back, I will help you for the kindness of my heart. But I don't want to ask someone for help and there's going to be a string attached. When white people help, they don't help for the kindness of the heart. They help and later get something back. I know that. When you gave me the gift, it was not you who gave me the gift. It was somebody who brought the gift. I refused because I'm aware. Why? I don't want to take the gift. The other day I talked to you. I said something to you. I said, what is affecting me? I did not have sex for a long time. I said, when people tell me good night, it has something to do with sex. The reason I said that is because of the trouble you guys been putting me through. You guys don't want me to have a relationship with a woman, with a man. I've been not having a relationship for 7 or 6 years. Imagine if you did not sleep with a man, how would you feel? When a woman get married and sleep with a man, the body is used to sleeping with a man. But if somebody's stopping you, telling me you cannot sleep with a man, you didn't choose to stop. Somebody's forcing you. How would you feel? Your hormone will go crazy. Your hormone will go crazy. I'm not allowed to talk to men. For what? What is the reason? Because you guys see, black you guys don't want us to be happy. You guys like to oppress us. You guys control us to the point of getting into my bedroom. Getting into my bedroom ruined my marriage and me living alone. Being 6 years, 7 years without having sex. That is affecting me. And everything is affecting me. I lost a lot of people because of this. Many people, they've been killed. If anybody is trying to help me, they would just die like that. Because somebody killed them. Who? It's you guys. Because you guys want something. And you guys don't want anyone to help me. You guys say.
Anyang, this is starting to get very, very off topic as to what this conversation is about. So I hear you, and I am sorry for your experiences. I can never even pretend to understand what you've been through. But I don't know of any specific examples of any of Anne, me, Kathy, anybody here attacking you, killing anybody, or doing any of the things that you're accusing us of.
I'm not accusing you, Amy.
And I appreciate that.
You're a woman of color. I'm not accusing you, man.
I appreciate that, but this
That is
conversation is for just work specific.
Okay.
So we are talking specifically about the performance concerns that we have had in the past. And we are just trying to work with you and find out how we can get to the point where when you come in and you're doing your job, that everything is getting done. What obstacles are you dealing with? What concerns do you have? And it sounds like there's a lot of concerns about the personnel specifically. It doesn't sound like there's a lot of concerns about the actual job, the actual requests that we're making of the cleaning of the room, the steps of clean, etc., the discharges. It feels like it's mostly your feelings about the employees here that you work with, namely Kathy and Ann. So my first question is, where do we go from here? If you feel that Ann and Kathy and other people on the units are personally attacking you or have ill intent on your life, your children's life, your family, your future, how do we move forward? Because they are in the roles they are in, and they do have a job that they need to do, and they do it for the entire department that they oversee.
What I want people to do is honesty.
Can you give me an example of a time that somebody has not been honest that I could potentially correct or work with them on?
Like what I said. When people want something, they don't tell the truth. What I want, and for me to do my job, I don't want people to be like brushing on me or touching me. Do you think that is comfortable?
I agree. I'm not a fan of that either, but at the same time, some of the areas that we're working in, specifically where the trash cans are located, they are tight quarters. So if somebody is trying to quickly take care of the patient, they may have to quickly get by you and they don't realize that they've brushed up against you or something to that effect. I don't know. I wasn't there and I can't be there, but I do know that when you brought that to Kathy's attention that it made you uncomfortable, she said, call and we will have somebody come work with you. And if there's somebody that you trust...
She said what? Can you say it again?
She said that if you felt uncomfortable in a room, if a patient was doing something that you didn't feel comfortable about, or if somebody was brushing up against you, to call us.
Oh, okay.
And we could send somebody to help you. And if you want someone specific because you don't feel that Kathy or Ann is going to help you, as you've said, we'll work with you on that. But we can't control other people's behaviors, especially if they're not in the department. We can't dictate that people do not say goodnight to you, or people do not brush up against you accidentally, or even on purpose. I'm not their boss, I'm not their manager, and accidents happen.
I'm okay with that.
So in those situations,
I'm okay with that.
call and ask and we will help.
Yeah. So what I want to be able to take away from this is, I wanted somebody who is, if I can talk to someone, who can I talk to? Because there's things that I want them to be solved. The problem I was talking about, they were created by human. And it would take us human to solve the problems.
And we are here to support you and do that. But if you're not telling us about problems, then there's nothing that we can do. And if you don't trust us to help you, and therefore are not telling us, and that's affecting your performance and your reliability here, our hands are tied. We want to help, and if you don't believe that about us, we can't prove that we want to. If we can't change your mind or work through this, then I don't know what the next step is. I don't know how to make this whole situation work for everybody, because my specific goal is for us to take care of the patients as best as we can and make sure that they are safe and healthy when they leave, and they do not get sicker while they're here, and they have a good experience. But by doing that, we have things in place, for example, the inspections that we do to make sure that things are getting hit like they're supposed to be, and that we are actually covering what we're supposed to be covering. And part of the job of Anne and Kathy and other managers is to round and make sure that we're all doing that, checking in with each employee and doing the inspections. But if you feel that Kathy is not here to support you or to help you and she's here to endanger you or those you love, I don't see how you can work with her.
I'm willing to work with people, but I want people to know it's best for them to be honest. It's best for them to treat me with respect, and I will give them the same respect.
So can you give me an example of a time that Kathy was disrespectful to you?
What I see about Kathy is I don't want to come to her and say things to her because I don't trust her.
And why? What has she done to cause you to not trust her? We can work on behaviors, but we can't change opinions. And if your opinion is that you don't trust her, I can't change your opinion unless you have behaviors that I can work with Kathy on and we can improve. You're entitled to your opinion, but if your opinion is that you don't trust her and you aren't going to be able to find a way to trust her, then we can't be successful together in this role.
There are certain things I don't feel like, for example, a thing happened. There's something happened in the room.
Mm-hmm.
I cannot come and tell her because I don't feel she's gonna take my side or she's gonna be fair to me. Like I said, I know how the system is. The system are the people. The system is not just the system. The system are the people. And I feel the system is like a part of the crowd. The part of the crowd, in my language, is when people are in the crowd and someone fart, people will smell the fart, but no one will take responsibility, say, I the one who farted. Everybody said, it's not me, it's not me, it's not me. So I feel the system, people don't want to take responsibility for the thing they are doing. It said, it's not me, it's not me, it's not me. I want people to take responsibility for how the system was set up and try to change it because it was set up by people. So I see it, it's like a part of the crowd. Mm-hmm. So all I want is change.
But what change? Without specifics, we can't move forward.
What change? I wanted, if there was somebody that I feel comfortable, I wanted to work with, I want to work with. But I don't want somebody to feel like I should come to them and ask them for help. This is a big department, right? So if I feel comfortable with somebody, should I ask them for help or no?
Of course.
So I want it, if I feel comfortable with somebody, I want to go to them. Should I come to Kathy or Ann and said, I want to ask for this person for help, or should I just go and ask them?
Because it's a large department and we are covering many things throughout this entire hospital, the reason that we ask for you to discuss things with Ann or Kathy is because they see the bigger picture. So for example, if you were working with Kelly and you trusted Kelly and Kelly was on a different unit and you wanted to ask her for help, you wanted her to come help you with a bed and you need to pull her away, Kathy knows that she's in a stat room. So while you may go to Kelly and say, can you come help me with this bed? And Kelly's going to say, absolutely, I can come help you. But our job and our purpose, our sole purpose here as a department is to make sure that the patient is taken care of. So by Kelly pulling away from a stat room to come help you with a bed, that patient is now going to wait because that room was stat for a reason, and we are now prolonging care, which could potentially turn into something much worse for a patient in our hospital, and we don't want that. So that's why we ask for you to talk to leadership so that if you say, I need help with a bed, I wanted to ask Kelly, can Kelly come help me? We could say, Kelly's in a stat room, let me find out how much longer she's going to be, and once the stat room is done, we can have her come help. Does that work for you?
Okay, I want to ask Kathleen, don't you think I ask for help, like if I need something upstairs, I call you for and said, I ask if for example, with a robot or something, do I not call and ask for help? These kind of help with the bed or
Yes.
the room or something?
Yes, you call and you ask, and you call Stretcher Supply, or you call me if you can't get a hold of them.
Yeah, sometimes I feel I call them too much because I don't know a lot of stuff. So I ask.
And she
To
helps
make-
you?
Yes, on those things she did.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now I'm confused because you said that you can't ask for help or you don't want to ask for help because Kathy won't help you. But
The-
she is helping you.
The
when you
help I'm
ask.
saying is this. Like if there is a problem upstairs, I don't report that.
But by not reporting it, we can't address it. We can't know about something that's never reported to us. And there are things that are going to be out of Kathy and Ann's hands. For example, if somebody brushes up against you in a room without physically following you around all day and being by your side to witness these things, there's nothing that we can do. You have every right to say to them, hey, I don't know if you know, you just brushed up against me, could you please not do that? If there's a conversation or an altercation, you can report that to us and we can speak to their leadership and try to resolve the issue. But if you're not even reporting it to us because you assume we're not going to do anything about it, then nothing's going to get done.
I said it, there's 2 women, I said it to them.
And
One-
how did they respond?
They back off.
So they
Yeah.
listened to you and they respected
Yeah,
your wishes.
2 women. Yeah, they back
So
off.
that's perfect. That's exactly what you can do, and it sounds like that was a solution.
Yeah, that was a solution. But as the same time as a person who went through stuff, there was the days I don't want to say anything because I don't know what will happen. There was a lot of fear that a person, I've been through it.
And I respect that, but that's
Yeah.
why I'm asking. If you have this fear, justifiably, that you don't feel comfortable talking to the leadership of your position, and you don't trust us to be there for you and to support you when you need us, I just don't know the solution so that we can have a successful relationship in this position. It sounds like the times that you've reached out to Kathy, she's responded and she's helped you as best she can. It sounds like the times that you've spoken to the employees that have made you uncomfortable has worked out. But you still fear us and you still do not trust us enough with certain information, and that's affecting you health-wise and your reliability and all of that. So if we don't have that trust together 100%, then there's going to continue to be problems, and the change that you're looking for is never going to be complete. So we need your help to trust us to support you as best as we can. And that support doesn't always mean that exactly the conclusion or the outcome that you're looking for can happen. There are things that are also out of our control. But the performance issues that we're having, while they're not egregious, are things that need to be addressed, and that is our job, and that is what we're trying to do. So if you are not performing well because of your concerns with your leadership or with people in this hospital, and there's no way to fix that, then I don't see a positive conclusion for this situation.
What I want us to start is this. With Anne, I wanted a personal space.
And I can absolutely have that conversation with her.
If she like women, it's her purpose, it's her life. I don't judge people, but not me. Okay? That is the way we have to start. And with other women, it's the same. I want a personal space.
Then in those moments, I will absolutely speak with Anne. But in the moments that something happens on the floor when we are not around, you have to advocate for yourself and say something. And it sounds like you already are, so just continue doing that.
Yeah.
If something escalates to where they are not respecting your wishes, you've spoken to them and they do not respond appropriately or back off, that is when you should come to Kathy or I or Anne. Or HR. Kelly is also a partner for you. If you would feel more comfortable with her, we can get you her information. But we are here to support you, but we need to know what the issues are.
I want this issue to be solved. I don't want problems to continue. Because when the problem continues, it'll bring more problems.
I fully agree.
So, I will take a step. If any issue come, I will come to you or her. So that is what I will do. With Kathy and Ann, we will start the relationship little by little. I have nothing to hate her or to hate Ann. But
You
I
made
just
some
want
serious
them.
accusations about them, though, in this conversation.
It's not a lie. Honest is
If
honest.
it's not a lie, then I just don't know where that opinion is coming from then. You made very specific accusations about them. It wasn't more of a general comment, but there's no behaviors that you can tell me that has given you that opinion of them.
What is the kind of behavior do you want? I said, and she wanted to touch me in the bathroom. Is that not a thing?
That is something that I will discuss with her, but we did want to make sure that these fit properly, and people are not always honest. We never instructed her to touch anyone, but we did instruct her to make sure that everything fit. That's why people had to physically try on the items, because they will say, oh, I'm a this size, I'm a this size. The uniforms come in, we spend all this money on the uniforms, and then they don't fit you, and then we have to get them resized. So this was something that we put into place based on history of having gone through this before with uniforms. So the touching was not appropriate, and I will absolutely address that with her. But she was doing the job, she just was taking the job too seriously in that one specific situation. So that is one situation, but I never knew about that. I don't know if you reported that to somebody else.
I didn't say it to anyone.
And
I
so
didn't
that is
report
why
it.
nothing was addressed. We can't handle things that we don't know about.
You have to understand, when a person went through all of this trauma, what do you think they will fear? If you went through what I went through, there was a moment you will not say anything because you don't know what people will do. Because people who went through trauma, sometimes they shut down. They don't say anything.
Yeah.
So I've been through a trauma that have affected me. And when I see somebody I don't want to trust, I withdraw from them because I don't want to go to them and later cause me problem. I would say, I would blame myself. I would say, why you did that? You already knew. I've been through a lot. So that's the reason when I look at her, I don't come to her.
But Anyang, you're taking your past out on somebody who was not giving you a reason to feel that way. And if you can't trust Kathy, how are we to be able to move on with this position?
I'm not going to come to her when there was something happen upstairs. I'll come to you.
Okay.
And I will come to her.
And that's acceptable.
But if there was a problem, if there was kind of help I need in the room, I would say, I need this, and I will call Ann. For example, with supplies, I will call them.
Okay.
That we are still working together.
Okay.
But with some kind of issue, I will not.
And that's perfectly acceptable. But Kathy does need to be able to have conversations with you about performance and concerns and anything like that. Is that something that you're comfortable having with her?
I have no problem.
Okay.
I will, if she called me and talked to me, I will sit and listen. Yeah. I have no problem. I'm not going to say no.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then that sounds like a reasonable
Yeah.
way to move forward. So some of the concerns that we have, I cannot fully speak to, but how is there something that we would like to discuss currently about the performance?
Well, yeah, Anyang and I talked this morning about doing a follow-up and talked about doing the, just making sure she's responding to her vocera. And she said she didn't know how to listen to a message. I showed her how to do that and told her that Ann would show her how to adjust the volume because she doesn't always have the same vocera every day. And that she needs to keep an eye on the iPhone as well so that she's getting her discharges in a timely fashion. And if she's going to lunch, to check her iPhone to make sure there isn't a discharge on it so that we can decide whether or not she needs to do it or she can go to lunch.
Honestly, that is true. I'm not good of checking my vocera.
So how do we work together on that? How can we help you be better with that?
So that I will work on that to check. Because when I'm doing my dailies, I just do my dailies and I forget checking my phone to see what is have been sent to me. So on that note, they are telling the truth. Yeah, I don't check the phone. So I'm gonna work on that, checking the phone.
Great, perfect.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we can also check to make sure the volume is up on that as well, so you can hear it ding.
Yeah, I'm gonna want somebody to keep showing me how to put the volume up because sometimes the volume is down. And when they call, I don't hear it. And later there are messages and I don't know how to play the messages. So I'm gonna want somebody to show me how to use the Vocera so it will be loud and I will know how to play the messages.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you feel comfortable reaching out to Ann and Kathy as well?
Yes.
Okay, great. Are there any other concerns at this moment? So that is basically all this meeting was supposed to be about, was just a couple of things that were a concern and how do we move forward so that we can be successful in this role fully. And that's all we're asking. Okay. All we expect of you is to come in and to complete your work and to communicate with us when you need to and to let us help you when you need help or whomever you want to speak to about that. But that is, and I promise you, the only thing that we are looking for from you and from anyone on our team.
Okay.
And Anya, I know I haven't spoken a lot during this meeting, but if you are experiencing, I know you have used the word harassment in our meeting today, please bring specific examples if those cases do occur to me so that I can look into them and that we can make sure, because we want all employees here to work in a comfortable environment where they feel safe. So if you are telling me that somebody is harassing you actively, I want to know about that so that I can work with Amy and we can look into that situation for you, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. And can you give me your information if I want
Yes, I don't have business cards yet, but I can write it on a sticky note. Thank you.
So Anya, we're going to summarize this whole conversation and we're going to email it to you so that you have a copy of it. You also have the recording, which you do know that if you record anybody, you do need their permission first.
I know, but this is serious.
Yes, but that is a law, which is also serious.
Okay.
So just make sure we know that you're doing that ahead of time.
Okay.
And unless there's an issue, it shouldn't be, but you just do need to let us know.
Okay.
So we're going to go ahead and summarize all of this and just notate who was here so that everybody's on the same page, and we'll email that to you.
Okay.
And then any other concerns or issues that arise, you have Kelly's information, you know where I am, and you have Kathy and Ann as well.
Okay.
And hopefully, this will just kind of work itself out.
I hope for us to solve any kind of issue
Agreed.
because it's good for us to solve problems.
Correct.
Problems should not continue. There is nothing in this world cannot be solved. And sometimes I get sad. And the reason I get sad the most is white people, they see our grass is greener than theirs. I want them to know, everybody in this world, there's something you guys have. So they'll think in me, sometime it hurt me, and they don't know. All I want for people, appreciate what you have and who you are. And other people will love you the same way. If you love yourself, I will love you. So that is all I wanted. Because everybody is valuable.